Good morning, everyone. I am Maureen Dinkins, and today I will be teaching you a yoga class for hips and hamstrings to strengthen and stretch the hips and hamstrings. I just had a little shutdown of my computer, so if you're watching, will you please let me know that you can hear me today and that my microphone is working. So make sure that the microphone is on and that this class is being recorded properly. So today's class, we will be doing the hips and hamstring strengtheners and stretching poses. And these poses, yes, Trey is here and he can hear me. Thank you so much, Trey. Okay, so this is going to be a short class, but every time I say that, it ends up being at least 40 or 50 minutes. But what I want to do today is we're going to do mostly mat stuff, maybe some lunges, some hip openers, some hamstring strengtheners and stretches, and we'll just go from there. So if you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position while we'll start with our breath work. Rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and let's take the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale through the mouth, drop it down. Good, let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders down and just let the shoulders relax. Let the head float above the shoulders, reaching the crown of your head to the ceiling. Close your eyes and soften into your hips and knees and start to create a breath you will keep throughout your practice today. As you inhale, start to take the longest, deepest breaths of your day. Inhale through the nose and fill the lungs completely. And exhale through the nose like you're trying to fog a mirror. Allow the breath to be loud, like the sounds of waves of the ocean. And that breath just flows in and out of the lungs easily. Take a few moments to create that breath, to listen to the sound of the breath, and to notice the sensation of the breath as it enters and exits the body. And when you're ready, open your eyes and let's do a few breaths with movement. Bring the arms out to the sides. Inhaling, hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhaling, arms out and down. And we're just doing this to help warm up the body. Inhaling, arms out. Get that breath with movement. Palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, arms out and down. Good. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, hands up. Palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, arms down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And we're going to go right into some hip stretches, and we're going to repeat this pose a couple of times. And when we move into it the first time, the body is really stiff. So just bring the thumbs to the arches of your feet, press your elbows into your thighs, and pull your belly towards your feet. So we're not rounding, we're lengthening and leading with the heart. And as you lead with your heart and trying to keep your back as straight as you can, press your elbows into your legs to help open your hips gently, easily, and with your breath. On your exhales, allow your body to soften and melt towards the feet. Let the hips relax as you gently give a pressure points to the legs. On your next exhale, go a little bit deeper, letting the torso melt over the legs. And after that last exhale, inhale, slowly come on back up. And we're just going to go right into spreading the legs. Now, if you can't get your legs straight and you're like really uncomfortable here, grab a pillow or sit on a block, lift your hips up off of the mat slightly, and that'll help you get your legs a little bit straighter. So flex the feet, and we're just going to work those inner thighs first. So bring your hands to the middle. Make sure you're pushing out through your heels, and slowly walk your hands in front of you. Find that spot where you can't walk anymore. Place your hands there. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, move your hands forward, even if it's just a millimeter. We're working the belly to the floor, not the head. So just like the last pose that we did with the bottoms of the feet together, this pose is similar, but the legs are spread. Inhale, lengthen, almost like you're trying to arch your back, sticking your sits bones back behind you. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Good. Inhale. Slowly come up. Now, if you have a strap, let's see if I have one in my box of goodies. I don't know where it went. It's not in there. Oh, yes, it is. Go ahead and grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a t-shirt. Wrap the strap around your right foot. Good. And then grab the strap with both hands. If this is easy for you, go ahead and reach and grab that foot. As you pull on the strap or foot, bow your head down to your knee. Now, this is a rounded back position. Notice I'm not open like this. I'm dropping my left shoulder so that I can get into the hamstring. If your shoulder is up, you're going to get more of a stretch in the back. And today, since we're focusing on the hamstrings and hips, we're really going to try to drop that left shoulder, bring your elbows on either side of your right calf, and bow your head to your knee. Deep breathing with sound in and out through the nose. Two more breaths here. Just let your head bow down to the knee. And after the next exhale, we're just going to inhale, lift the head up, and slowly walk the hands to the other side. Make sure your hands are on either side of your leg. Take that strap, wrap it around the foot, and grab the strap with both hands. Otherwise, if it's easy, grab the foot, drop your right shoulder, and bow your head to your knee. Breathing here. Remember, always deep breathing with sound, always breathing in and out through the nose. And then after your next exhale, inhale, lift your head, and exhale, release, come to center. If you're sitting on that block or pillow, go ahead and put it to the side. You don't need it for right now. And come into a cross-legged position. From this cross-legged position, we're just going to roll forward onto the hands and knees. And this is where we're going to work some strength in the hips and hamstrings. So as you bring your hands underneath your knees, we're just going to inhale, send the right leg back, and send, that's the wrong one, the left arm forward. Point, hold here, lift that leg. Good. Now we're going to do some movement. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knee, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Good. Inhale, extend. Look at your hand. Exhale, chin to chest, look at your knee. Inhale, look at your hand. Exhale, look at your knee. Good, keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And bring the hands and knees back down to the mat where we're going to switch sides. So send your left leg back and your right hand forward. Inhale. Look at your hand. Point your toe. Exhale. Elbow to knee. Look at your knee. Inhale. Extend. Exhale. Elbow to knee. Inhale. Extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Bring your knees together in this one. We're going to sit on the heels. Bring the arms back with the fingernails on the mat, back by your feet. And bow your head, rounding your head down to the mat over the knees. Resting into the shoulders here. Pose of the child can also be a good hip stretch. Bringing out the hips. So we'll do the spread leg one later. Just take this one right now and breathe. Good. Let's inhale, come back up to the hands and knees, really working those hamstrings and hips. Bring the knees underneath your hips. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to take the thigh parallel to the floor with your right foot pointing up. And we're just going to do little pulses. Press it up, up, up. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And you just breathe naturally as you just push up, 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 up. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lift it higher. 5, higher. 4, higher. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you don't feel that in the right hip, you might feel it in the left hip from holding yourself steady for so long. Let's do the other side. Bring that left leg up, bend the knee. Left thigh is parallel to the floor. Ready? Lift it up, 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 up. Good. Up, up, a little higher. And breathe. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do spread knee pose of the child. Toes together. Spread the knees, sit on your heels. Let your belly come between your thighs and rest your forehead down on the mat as you reach forward. Hold here, breathe. Good. Inhale. Come back up to the hands and knees. So hands and knees are a great starting place to do lunge poses. So let's step the right foot up between the hands. We're going to keep the left knee down. And just inhale, come on up. Now to open the hips here, see how my knee is right above my ankle? I'm going to walk my foot all the way to the front of the mat and bend into this left knee. Good. Now my left knee is behind my hip. Hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Hold here. Nice. Now take your right foot and walk it to the side of your mat and just a little bit And then exhale, bring your hands onto the mat inside of your right knee. Curl your back toes under, come into a runner's lunge. Both hands are on the mat in line with the right foot. Lift your head, look forward. If this is easy for you, you can drop down to your elbows. Either way, make sure your knee is still touching your shoulder or arm. Hold here, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Drop the knee down. Take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. We're going to take this right foot, walk it over to the left side of your mat so we can drop the knee in pigeon pose. And what we want to do is make sure that right foot or that right shin is as parallel to the front of your mat as possible. And then we're just going to inhale here and exhale. You can stay here or go ahead and come on down to the elbows. And just rest here, letting the weight of your body do the work for you. Deep breathing for 1, just 3 breaths. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Head up, inhale. Walk your hands in towards your leg. Bring the weight of your body into your right thigh and just take your left leg and swing it from behind you all the way around to the front. So if you can't see me, you're going to take your left leg and bring it flat, your foot flat on the top of your thigh. So your left knee is up, right knee is down. And just take your right arm, hug that left knee in as tight as possible. You're going to feel a nice stretch right here in the glutes below the hip. Take your left arm behind your back and look as far over your left shoulder as you can. Really squeeze that right knee in to get that stretch. If your left sits bone is off the ground, press down into it. Give your eyeballs a stretch all the way to that left side. Breathe here. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Exhale and release. Slide that left leg back so that the left knee is on top of the right the best you can. If you're all up like this, that's fine. Grab your feet and just fold forward. And this is where you're going to get a really deep stretch deep in those hip sockets on the outsides of your hips. Look forward. Breathe here. In through the nose, out through the nose. 1. Breathing for 2. And 3. Inhaling, come on up. We're going to go back into pigeon pose, back into lunge. So with your left knee on top, you're just going to take this left leg, swing it back behind you, and plant your hands. Curl your back toes and just slide your right knee so that you're back into hands and knees. Good. Now let's go to the other side. You're just going to step your left foot up between your hands and walk your left foot forward. And then bend into that left knee to open the right hip. As you bend into that knee, really try to stretch through that right hip. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. And 3. You can come back a little bit. We're going to bring the hands down to the mat on the inside. You can see on the inside of the knee, bringing that left knee in towards your shoulder. You can stay here. If you want to open those hips a little more, go into that runner's lunge. Lift your head, look forward. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Exhale, drop the knee. Take your left foot and wiggle it over to the right side of your mat and drop your left knee. And go ahead and take that right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead, walk the hands forward, rest down on your forearms, or you can rest on your hands or all the way down onto your forehead. Hold here. Deep breathing in and out through the nose. Let gravity take over. And then when you're ready, press into the hands. Inhale, lift your head. Take your right leg from behind you and swing it around to the front so that your right foot is flat on the mat, so that your ankle is on top of your left thigh. And take your left arm, hug your knee in, and twist all the way over to the right. Try to really squeeze the knee so you can stretch into that right hip. Deep breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Let's exhale, release. Take that left leg, bring it right on top of the right so that your knees are stacked the best that you can. No need for a towel here or even a pillow because you want those sits bones grounded. And if this right hip is up, you're working on pushing it down so you can get a better stretch in those hips. Grab the feet and exhale, fold forward. Really dig into those hips. Really feel that stretch. Deep breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Inhaling, come on up. And just like we started at the beginning of this practice, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together again. As you bring your thumbs to the arches of your feet, press your elbows into your thighs and pull your belly towards your feet. A nice gentle movement, but you're a little bit more open now. So see if you can press a little bit more firmly into the legs with the elbows. Remember, we want to keep a nice straight spine. So pulling the belly towards the heels is a good way to try to remember to keep that spine nice and straight. Relax into the inner thighs and hips. Deep breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Inhale, come up. And we're just going to straighten the right leg. And then the left foot is going to come into the right thigh. So legs are at about 90 degrees. If you have that strap, go ahead and grab that strap. Hold onto the strap with both hands or grab the foot and get really deep into that hamstring. Again, left shoulder is down. Bow your head to your knee. Deep breathing for 1. Full inhalations, complete exhalations 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhaling, head up. And let's bring it back. So what you're going to do now is for a deep hip stretch, take that left foot and make sure that that leg is kind of parallel. The shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. And you're going to take your right foot and put it on top of your left knee so that your right knee is on top of your left foot. So it's not a cross-legged position. You're making a triangle with your legs. Maybe your knee is way up here. That's okay. Just hold on to it and just gently use the muscles of the leg to press that knee down. This is a deep stretch for that right hip. Bring your hands in front of you and just gently walk your hands forward and breathe here. Look at your fingers. And walk your hands as far forward as you can till you feel that stretch. And it may start to feel a little bit easier after a few breaths. So then you want to walk your hands even more forward. And after several slow, deep breaths, inhale it up, and we're going to switch sides. So we're going to bring that right foot into the left leg so that the bottom of the right foot is touching the left thigh, and turn and square your shoulders over your left leg, grabbing that foot or using that strap, and bow your head to your knee, keeping your shoulders even. And slowly, after several breaths, inhale, come on up. Go ahead and take that left foot on top of the right knee, left knee on top of the right foot, making a triangle with your legs. Bring your hands to the middle and walk your hands only as far forward as you can. You may notice a lot of difference in either hip. One side is definitely going to be tighter than the other. And after several breaths, inhale, bring it back up. Good, we're gonna do some poses laying on our back. These are gonna be super easy. So just straighten your legs and roll on down to your back. We're gonna start with another hip opener. So bend your knees and place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Take your right hand and bring it between the legs, and take your left hand, bring it to the outside of your left thigh, and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Bend your left knee, flex both feet, pull that left leg towards you with the hands, and push your right knee away from you with your right elbow. Relax your head and shoulders, pull with the hands, push with the elbow, flex the feet. Feel the stretch right in here. And then just breathe. Good. And let's just switch sides. So you're going to take your left ankle on top of your right thigh, bend your left knee, take your left hand, reach between the legs, take your right arm around the outside of your right thigh, and interlace your fingers. Pulling the right thigh towards you, using your elbow to push your left knee away from you, and flex your feet. And then just rest here with the head and neck and breathe. Good. Exhale and release. Moving from here right into a happy baby pose to stretch those hamstrings. Grab the arches of your feet. Notice my legs are at 90 degrees. And we're just going to pull on those feet and rock from side to side. If you want to straighten your legs for more of a stretch in the hamstrings, go ahead. Otherwise, just pull on those knees, working them down towards the floor on either side of your torso. And gently bring the knees together and bring the feet flat. Our last hip opener of the day, bring the bottoms of the feet together. So you can make a long diamond like this, or you can make a small diamond like this. It just depends where your body's at. Tuck your shoulder blades under, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, place your hands on your inner thighs to give yourself a little bit of pressure to open those hips. And notice the breath it moves as it moves in and out of the body. Good. And then just inhale, bring the knees to center. Give your right leg a hug and straighten your left leg. Point your toes. Really wring out that right leg. Now, my knee is into my belly. Now I'm going to try to pull the knee towards my armpit, more to the outside of my torso to really wring out the hips. If your left leg is up, use your left hand to press it down to the mat. Squeeze that right knee and breathe. Nice. And bring the left knee in. Straighten the right leg. Give the left leg a hug. Once you get it comfortable, take it to the outside a little bit, trying to get that knee to your armpit. Squeeze a little harder. Keep breathing. And then bring the right knee back into the chest. Bring the knees together, cross one ankle over the other. We're going to do little rocks. Rock back and forth until you can rock back up to a seated position and come to cross-legged. And there you have some very basic hip and hamstring openers. You can hold these poses for as long as you like or as short as you like. If they're really uncomfortable and you're not holding them for more than 1 or 2 breaths, every day you practice them, try to hold them for a little bit longer. And always remember, the breath comes first, the asana or posture comes second. So if you're struggling in a pose, go back to your breath. Start with the breath and use the breath to move yourself easily and slowly into the posture so that you can stay safe and healthy. So I thank you for joining me today. You may lay down and take rest for a few moments after this class. May you go with peace. Namaste.